We're gonna call this the Gloria Show. If you like it, you can tune in. If you don't, you can fuck off.
Okay, so today is the Jack's officially a month today. It is the 16th of February. 3 days past his dad's death anniversary. He died on November 13th. So it's officially 3 months now. I personally am doing, I'm not going to say a lot better because I'm not a lot better, but I'm coping. This baby boy is the perfect distraction, the best thing in the world. I'm doing okay. I want to share so far how it's been being a single mom raising baby Jack. I also want to share the things I feel single moms or any mom that feels like a single mom really needs. There's some things that are way necessary that I wish I had. So I'm going to get into that. So first let me share what it's like to be a single mom. It's tough. You do everything. You don't have any downtime. So his first month was all about him. I literally would stay in bed 24/7 just to keep him happy. And if I wasn't with him, which he grew to know his mom really quickly in this month, he knows when I'm not with him. He always wants to be on my chest, eating, and if he's not, he has a fit. Ow. And he prefers to eat before he goes to sleep, and he likes to sleep on my nipple. I had people tell me, try not to have your baby sleep on you while you're breastfeeding him. Don't get him used to that. And now I know why. They will not come off. They will make it their thing. I love my baby, and I guess I'll be his little sleeping aid. So his crib I have not used once. If you are out there trying to see what you need to get your baby that you need immediately, the crib is not one of them. You can literally wait for a crib until he's a year old, because I was gifted a crib and a bassinet. And honestly, I don't even use his bassinet. Like, it's a lot smaller. His bassinet's a lot smaller. His bassinet, he has used maybe like 5 times in the past month. Jack does not like to stay in his bassinet. The first couple days, he'd sleep through for like an hour or two. After that, he'd stay on there for like 20 minutes max. Oh, 1 sec. Immediately start crying and want to be in my arms again. He knows when I'm not near him, and he has a fit. He's been sleeping next to me in bed. And I know what you guys are going to say, that is so dangerous. You could roll over him. There's so many like warnings about that. But I'm a light sleeper. I'm confident. I know it sounds crazy, but so far it's worked for me. It's allowed me to get some sleep, because honestly, not having Tyler with me, I can't just hand him over and have him help me. That's what I would do. If he were here, Tyler would be more than happy to take the baby and try to put him to sleep so I could get some sleep. I don't have that. I tried to pull through, and it's very hard. Any single moms out there, any mom that feels like they're a single mom, I feel so much for you. Be proud of yourself, because it is the hardest thing, but it is doable. You can do it. It's possible. Especially when you can't help but love these little ones. Because I'm always with him, I feel like Jack's gotten so used to me. He always feels the need for me. And babies have this thing where they can smell their moms. Also my voice. He's starting to smile a lot more when I talk to him. I try to talk to him as much as I can. It just motivates me to keep going and just see the light at the end of the tunnel in this life with this one. I love you, Dad. He's so cute. Another thing that I wish I had a long time ago is an electric rocker, so it kind of like vibrates and you rock it manually. I don't know what it is about it, the structure. In this, I don't have to swaddle him because I guess it already has like this. Hold on, let me show you. It's already curved in. It's like snuggles him, I guess, in a way. So he just lays there. OMG, it's made such a difference for me. It's helped me so much. I put him in there, and when he's fed and he's good, he just chills in there. He just watches. Because now he finally, like, can follow me and actually see around. I put him in there, and he has slept for at least 4 hours. He sleeps with me 3 hours, 4 hours. But he has to be next to me. This thing, I can get up and finally clean, do things I need to do, and he just stays in there. First time he's ever been away from me. I've been able to like do what I need to do without having him with me. So this thing has let me like get so much done. So he just lays in there. He actually stays in there. He actually likes it. I've been able to sleep alone in my bed, which is a lot better. I prefer to have him sleeping in the bassinet than with me, trust me. But it just didn't work out that way the first couple of weeks. He needed to be next to me. I talk to his dad every day to help me out. Every day I talk to Tyler to help me. And he answers in his own way. Another thing I've invested in and I just don't really need was a breast pump. Maybe I will need it eventually, but honestly, I don't even use it. This little boy eats constantly now that I barely leak. Like when I do start leaking, I immediately feed him. Even if I have to wake him up, I feed him so it doesn't go to waste. In the beginning, I did not know any better, and honestly, I would leak like crazy. And my shirts would get so wet, which was such a waste of milk. After taking those lactating classes, I know better. I know how to latch him on better. You moms breastfeeding, don't give up. Please don't give up. Your baby needs it. It's the best thing you can do for him. It builds a bond between you guys that makes your baby inseparable to you. And if you can breastfeed for at least 6 months to a year, from what I learned in my class, is that you have that baby's loyalty for life. Like it's just this bond that builds between you guys. The best thing in the world for those moms who want that with their kid. In the beginning, like the first couple days, breastfeeding him was so miserable for me. I would cry. He would rip my nipple up. It was just horrible. And what I was doing wrong, and I'm sure most of us do wrong, is that he was only latching on to my nipple, to the tip of my nipple. Once he's latched on, you can like bring down his lips up and down so it can just open up more. So if he's latched on like this, you can make him open wider. And that's helped me so much recover from my ripped up nipples. Even though they were ripped up, I still kept feeding him. I just tolerated it and went through it because even though he ripped them up, when he's open like that, it doesn't affect it anymore, and it actually didn't even hurt when he would drink his milk anymore once he was wide open like that. But before, because I didn't know any better, I just latch him on however he wanted to latch on, and babies don't know. So he would just be like the smallest, and he'd be just on the nipple, and that's just isn't the best for us. And even if your nipples are hurting right now, like, latch him on really wide and watch how you don't even feel. You'll feel like the little soreness, but you won't feel the pain anymore. And the soreness will go away. You got this. Just keep going. Just breastfeed your baby. When it comes to his clothes, I love, like, I've noticed it's hard for me to cut his nails. I try to do it with my mouth. You know, babies scratch themselves. If they have nothing on their hands, I don't like seeing my baby scratch. So I would put on gloves, but gloves slip off. What's really been working for me, I got him like these long sleeve onesies from Carter's at Kohl's that have like this fold over that acts like a little mitten on his hand. I can show you right now. if my baby lets me. So this is his like long sleeve onesie, and his, you see how the sleeve folds over. He doesn't scratch himself at all with that. Oh, one more thing I learned in my lactating class, because you know how there's colicky babies out there, they say, and colicky babies are those babies who constantly are crying, and you do everything and you can't figure them out. And the reason is they're gassy. They mainly get gassy from obviously what you eat, because it transfers into the breast milk. What you should avoid, anything that makes you gassy, like soda, broccoli, black beans, milk. 100% avoid milk. For those of you who drink milk and are breastfeeding, avoid it, because milk is something that you guys personally can't digest well. Milk most of the time makes us gassy, and we digest it really oddly. And babies, because their stomachs are brand new, they can only take liquids, and they're so sensitive, they just can't digest milk at all like that. It makes their stomach really irritated, they're in pain, and it's just not fun for you or the baby. So far, that's all I have to say about being a mom, a single mom. There are times where I've been so overwhelmed, I've cried. There's some times where I've had feelings of just wanting to give up. And those moments only last so long, so don't worry about it. Eventually, you take a look at your little one and they go away. You have to bring yourself out of that, and you can. I know Tyler's with me. Last night, by the way, I dreamt with him, and it was the best dream in the world. He gave me the biggest hug, and it was so loving that when I woke up, it felt so real. Like I could literally feel the hug after I woke up, and it was the best. It made me feel so good. So I know he reaches out as much as he can. I just felt him right now. Yep, I feel you, baby. I feel you. I know he's with me, and I have to believe, I do believe that he is in a much happier place, just watching us as if you're watching a movie. I want to make this the best movie for him, because he was a part of this movie. He made this movie what it is and what it's gonna be, and I want him to enjoy this movie that we created, and it's my turn to finish it, and I want him to see us where he is every day and be proud and just have a big smile, because we're doing so good, and we can feel him still, and we talk to him every day. I want to keep these videos going. I want to do it for myself, I want to do it for Tyler, and I want to do it for Jack, and I want to do it for you guys, for anyone that feels they can relate in any type of way. We can do it, and I'm with you. We'll do it together. Let's make life about love, because that's the biggest lesson I've been learning so far. And that love at the end of the day is the most important thing above everything. Everything. At the end of the day, as long as you finish it with love and you gave your all to make anyone in your day feel loved, it's the best thing you can do. For me, our last moments, me and Tyler's last moments, were all about love. That's what keeps me at peace. So, love is love is love. Love you guys, and oh, sorry, baby. I will talk to you next time. Baby Jack, I love you, baby. Love you, Tyler. Daddy's little tiger. You daddy's little tiger, baby. My mom.
What's not to look forward to? Look at how cute young mommy looks right now. Aww.